Yes, my dear friend, welcome to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. A very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, precisely. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to Tuesday morning edition. Yes, we are loaded. It is international break, but then we are not going on break. We still have to present to you. We have to analyze our games. What changes did Maresca make in the game against Arsenal? Was the game actually different from the previous games we watched? Against Liverpool, against Manchester United, what were the changes that he made? Tactically, materially. Dear friend, what are the instruments? I mean, in general, we're going to be discussing a lot about Chelsea in this international break. There was so much to talk about. There are some fallouts and there are some positives. So don't go anywhere this break, this international break. Dear friend, we have so much to talk about here on this channel. Just get yourself ready and make sure every day two videos will come your way. Dear friends, share the video, like the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. Hey, it's been a long time I asked you to share my video. It's been a very long time I asked you to share my video. Today I'm reminding you that if you want this channel to grow, keep sharing the video, like the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. Dear friends, remember also you can register to be a member. You subscribe, that's very good. You can also be a member of the channel. To be an exclusive member, you have to click on that membership button right by the subscription button. You see it close to the subscription. Yes, click on it and be a member of the channel. Dear friend, support us in your own little way. We'll appreciate it. Quickly, in the game against Arsenal, dear friends, I gave my match prediction, my team lineup, my predicted lineup 4 hours before the game. And like I always say, Enzo Maresca, you think you have gotten him, but at the end of the day, you surely miss out on one or two. Oh yes, you missed last weekend against Man United. I got it correct, but this time around, surprisingly, Maresca started the game with Malo Gusto and Macucurella all at the same time in the lineup. Malo Gusto and Macucurella, they both started the game at the same time, but they were given specific roles. Now let me go over the lineup first for you to understand. We started the game against Arsenal with Sanchez, usual suspect in goal post. Then we had Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwell. Yes, Levi Colwell. Then we have Macucurella. These are all defenders. Malo Gusto, Fofana, Colwell, Cucurella are all defenders. They are defenders. Now, the question one may ask is, why would our head coach start Malo Gusto and Cucurella at the same time? And it is what it is. He now benched our captain, Reece James. Yes, Reece James was benched. As a matter of fact, Reece James was not. In fact, it was a surprise to us. But then, a player like Cucurella was tasked with a specific assignment. Macucurella was tasked on a specific job, which he delivered perfectly. He delivered perfectly. Now, Neto, I am not surprised Neto started because I predicted it that Neto or Modric could start from that position. So I'm not surprised. But then when the game progresses on, as the game continued to move on, in the first half, we dominated. We were in possession of the ball. We created chances, yes, in that first half. But we could not finish the game. We did not finish the game up. At the time that Chelsea was supposed to finish the game up, when we were in charge of the game, when we were in possession of the game, Chelsea did not. And sometimes it made me to think, are we not ready to kill our opponents when we have the ball? Dear friend, in a game of football, when you have the ball, make sure you damage the opponent. Yes, cause the havoc at that moment, weak them. But we didn't do so. We did not. And I'm not surprised because the way the men we started the game with, I would have expected different lineup altogether, which I gave my predicted lineup. I never expected both Cucurella and Malogusto to start. We were more of consecutive managing the game. But you see, after the game, my takeaway and what I would expect Maresca to correct or to do in the coming days in this international break. One, our head coach must begin to demote Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez, I'm repeating it here again. Robert Sanchez has been one of our weakest links in games. Robert Sanchez, our goalkeeper. Yes. Robert Sanchez has to be demoted. Philip Jorgensen should be given a try in the EPL. Because I watched Philip Jorgensen play in midweek against Noah. Listen, this young man has different ability. Maresca wants a football playing goalkeeper. Ball playing goalkeeper simply means ball playing goalkeeper. And the young man, Philip Jorgensen, is good in that. When you watch the game we played against FC Noah and some other games, when it comes to play the ball from behind, from the goalpost area, he is very good in it. So one, Robert Sanchez has to be demoted. Two, Neto Pedro should be our star winger from the right side. Yes. Neto Pedro should be our star winger going forward. Listen, Noni Madueke, we've had enough. I am not against him walking down the tunnel when the whistle was blown. When I analyzed it, it could be anything. Maybe he wanted to use a washroom because I'm told he came back after 5 minutes. Maybe he wanted to use a washroom and he actually missed out on Pedro Neto's goal. He was not there when the goal was scored. When others were celebrating, he went down the tunnel with anger. So for me personally, Pedro Neto should be our winger, the right side winger from now onwards. Or even sometimes the left, if Modric is not picking up. Or if Sancho is not available. I believe that Sancho and Modric, they can man and manage that left side of the field. But Neto should pose a challenge right now to Noni Madueke on that right side. Yes. Now, Maresca also needs to work on maximizing our box presence. Maximizing our box presence. Yes. When we attack and we are in the area of our opponent, we need to find a way of maximizing our presence in every game. In the last 18, to get crosses in is not a problem, but to put the ball in the net, we need players that can put the ball in the net. That is why I would suggest, right now, ladies and gentlemen, in my humble opinion, João Felix is available. Christopher Nkuku is available. These are all good number 10s. Good 10s. Then, a player like Reece James, Neto, Modric, we will have to find a way of integrating these players into the squad. Their presence, both of them, when they cut in, when Modric cut in, he can score. When Neto cut in, he can score. Now, we will have to maximize our presence in the box area. The fringe players that are unhappy right now, we are being told, João Felix tear his socks when he realized that he was not going to become on after all, out of anger. And we've seen Cole Palmer, our star boy, struggling with injury. Listen, Maresca, we lost the game partly because of you. Ladies and gentlemen, partly our head coach this time around is the reason why we lost. In fact, we didn't lose the game. We played a draw against Arsenal because we had a player, our star player, that is half fit. Half fit. Oh yes. Cole Palmer wasn't the Cole Palmer we knew. Let me hear from you in the comment section if what I'm saying is a lie. Cole Palmer wasn't the Cole Palmer that we knew. When we have a fit players there on the bench that can come in, Joao Felix is capable. Christopher Nkuku, even from the second half, Christopher Nkuku could just come in and replace Cole Palmer. After the game, we saw what happened. Cole Palmer was in a serious pain, dear friends. Palmer ineffective from the left-hand side of the field. Cole Palmer is not even effective. That left-hand side, he is not even effective. What I mean, the change of formation in the last 3 games, I simply don't get it. The change of style from the last 3 games, where our coach is, has shifted Cole Palmer to the left side, high the field. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. We were doing well. We were scoring more goals. We were scoring 3-4 goals in a game. But since he shifted Cole Palmer to the left side up the field, it looks like we are not discovering ourselves any longer. Similar thing he did when the league started against Manchester City. Please, Enzo Maresca, please stop it. It's not worth it. I remember Leicester fans used to complain a lot. They told us, Leicester fans, that when this coach get obsessed, it's like he likes certain players, and once he likes them, no matter the game, he wants to feature them. He likes certain players. So no matter the game, no matter the circumstance, whether you are sick, you are injured or not, he wants to feature you. Anyhow, he will find a space for you in the squad. Leicester fans used to complain about that. Dear friend, I want to hear your opinion on this as well. Reece James was fit, and we are happy with him. Since he came back, he has played all the Premier League games, and today we took a different decision. You get it? This is coming from Enzo Maresca after the game. Reece is fit, and they are happy with him. Since he came back, he has played all of the Premier League games. And today, what decision have you? London derby. We are talking about Arsenal game, and you bench the best right back in the Premier League by far. The best right back by far in the Premier League, you benched him. And our captain, for that matter, not that he's sick, not that he's injured, but for whatever reason, if it's tactical, what kind of tactical game it is that Reece James could not adjust to? The best right back, my goodness. Dear friend, Enzo Maresca cost Chelsea the win against Arsenal. No, maybe no one ever told you. No, but people are afraid to say it. We are all hailing him. He's our savior. Enzo Maresca is Chelsea's savior. Enzo Maresca has not done anything special. Dear friend, go back and check the statistics. Mauricio Pochettino last season by now, the gap between Mauricio Pochettino and Maresca right now is not wide. Last season by now, the gap just about, let's say, 3-4 points difference. Unfortunately, under Pochettino, yes, we were plagued with several injuries. Poch never had the luxury of the player at disposal of Enzo Maresca. Let's call a spade, dear friend. I am not in any way saying that Enzo Maresca is doing a bad job, but I'm trying to let you guys understand something here. Indeed, the tools available for Enzo Maresca, the players available for Maresca right now, and our position, if not for his personal errors, for instance, the goalkeeping position that he maintained constantly, that Robert Sanchez is the best. Any day that Robert Sanchez will stop playing the ball from behind, he ceases to be, he will lose his position, and the guy is costing us how many goals? At least I can count about 3 or 4 goals that Robert Sanchez cost Chelsea. In about 3 or 4 games that Chelsea could have easily won those games, yet Robert Sanchez messed it up, and we ended up losing the game or playing a draw. It is your breakfast. I will not take you much time. I'll be running up soon in the next 3 minutes. ladies and gentlemen, our next 5 games after the international break, we are facing Leicester City away in the Premier League. Our next 5 games in the Premier League. Yes, in the Premier League. There's a conference league, but I'm coming with these the next 5 games before Christmas. Oh yes, before Christmas. Our next 5 games in the Premier League. Leicester City away. Yes, that's I believe it's on the 20th. Next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, not on the date. Leicester City away. Then we'll come back home and meet Aston Villa. We know the pedigree of Aston Villa this season. They are flying high. Then we'll now go away again for Southampton. Then we have Tottenham again away. Then we have Brentford home. Those are the next 5 games for Chelsea. How many points do you think we can get from those games, Chelsea fans? How many points do you think these 5 games, Leicester away, Aston Villa home, Southampton away, Tottenham away, Brentford home? The truth of the matter is that we've played some of the toughest games so far in this season. I mean, the top 4 teams, we've already played them all. The top 4 teams, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United, we've played them already. We've had the toughest start of the season by far. Now, these teams right now here, apart from Aston Villa, the rest should be much easier for Chelsea. But hey, this is the Premier League. This is the Premier League. Yeah, so you can never rule out anything completely. Yeah, you can never rule out anything completely. But quickly, before I go this morning, this is your breakfast time. Enzo Fernandez changed the game completely when he came on. Yes. And so for those of you who have a special agenda against him, he came on and changed the game completely. Enzo Fernandez, he came on and changed the game completely in that second half by even giving the assist to Pedro Neto to score that wonderful goal that equalized. Otherwise, Chelsea would have lost the match. Dear friend, he created chances and he gave the assist. Do we think that we are doing ourselves any good by keeping him on the bench? Lavia is doing well. Lavia is box to box. But the creativity, is Chelsea having it until Lavia was substituted. And hey, that reminds me, Romeo Lavia also went down the tunnel when he was substituted. I mean, we understand that he received some little knock. How serious that is, we are yet to get a report. I will update you on that probably by tomorrow if there's any news on Romeo Lavia. He's not on an international break. But dear friends, I'll keep you updated on that. Guys, it is your breakfast. Let me leave you here. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.